Hello, my friends. I'm so happy to be back with you again. To be honest, when I first looked at this image, I said to myself, "Oh, what a charming and compact little puzzle." Let's take a look at these 6 blue squares together. It looks like someone was building a puzzle, got tired halfway through, and just left it there. See? The squares are incomplete. In the middle of this mess, 3 line segments are drawn from the corners in different directions: a blue line, a magenta one, and a green one. Oh, and do you see that tiny yellow square at the top? That indicates these 2 lines are perpendicular. Our entire goal today is to find the value of this small red angle marked as x. So, where should we focus? Usually in geometry, when something is incomplete, the best thing to do is to complete it. Don't you agree this looks like a large, unfinished square? So, let's fill in that empty space in the top right with another square. Now, look closely at the image. Something very interesting just happened. The blue line and the magenta line are both playing the exact same role. If you look carefully, both are diagonals of a rectangle made of 2 squares, a 1 by 2 rectangle. What does this mean? It means the lengths of these 2 lines are exactly equal. Now, let's connect the other 2 ends to form a triangle. Yes, we've created a right-angled triangle with 2 equal sides, the famous isosceles right triangle. We know that in this triangle, the 2 base angles must be equal, and since they must add up to 90 degrees to make a total of 180, each of these angles is 45 degrees. Now, let's zoom in on this bottom angle. This whole angle is 45 degrees, but the side of the square has split it into 2 parts. Let's call these 2 pieces alpha and beta. So far we have alpha plus beta equals 45. We also have a pink-colored angle here that I've named theta. You might ask, why theta? We'll find out in a second. If you look at the corner of the square, you can see that theta and alpha together form a 90-degree angle. Now, it's time for my favorite technique, similar triangles. This is the most classic move in geometry. If you look at these 2 small triangles, you'll see they have equal sides and a right angle. Therefore, the other angles must be carbon copies of each other. Based on this, the top corner here becomes beta. Now let's look at x. See? 2 diagonal lines intersect here. Does this remind you of anything? Yes. The vertically opposite angles theorem. This means the angle exactly across from x, inside our small triangle, is also x. Now, it's time to use theta. Remember the exterior angle theorem? It states that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the 2 opposite interior angles. In our small triangle, x and beta are the opposite interior angles of theta. So, x plus beta equals theta. Now let's put all the puzzle pieces together. We had alpha plus theta equals 90. Now, instead of theta, we substitute its new value, x plus beta. The equation becomes x plus beta plus alpha equals 90. But wait, we already knew that alpha plus beta equals 45 degrees, right? So we simply replace them with 45. The equation simplifies to x plus 45 equals 90. And tada! Our x is found, 45 degrees. It's that simple. That was truly satisfying. Now, for all you math lovers out there, I have another challenge. Take a look at this new image. Can you find the value of x in this case? I'm curious to see how you solve it. Definitely write your solutions in the comments and share your methods. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.